Namaskar, Sasrikal, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Culture Connect TV. Today on Chai with Uncle Sam, we are sitting with a man who walked away from an 8-figure CEO life to become the full-time father and discovered a whole new mission. Mr. Kapil Bhutani is now an emotional alignment coach, speaker, NLP expert, and founder of Emotional Fitness Club. Kapil, welcome. Let's start the program.
Thank you so much.
Kapil ji, first thing, what made you leave the CEO job and you came to Saskatoon and started this work?
Very, very interesting question. So, in 2020, when the COVID hits the world, a lot of people survived and a lot of people thrived. I was one of those who need to survive that equation. So that particular time, my wife was pregnant for the second kid and my business was almost died. I was running a good company. I had projects from the government all over India. I was traveling to 22 countries that time. But everything got vanished in one day. So I have to choose. My wife is pregnant. She has been recommended for the complete bed rest from the doctors. Either I take care of my wife and also I had a kid that time, or I take care of the business which was already drawing. So I choose to go with the family. With the family first. And my business ended there and I became a full-time household father or a stay-at-home father from a CEO. That's how journey goes.
There won't be many examples like this, Kapil, where a person leaves such a good job and a business and gives priority to the family. There are not many people in this world, at least I know of. What was the biggest shock when you became a full-time dad? What was the shock you had?
Wow. I still remember my first day of being dad. I was like, first day she was on bed, my older kid, she was 4 years old that time, she was looking to eat something. I was standing in the kitchen. I have everything in front of me, don't know what to do about it. What to pick, how to make, what to do, no idea at all. So first thing I do, at that time was COVID, so no domestic help, no parental help, no Swiggy, no Zomato, nothing. So that time only thing I know is to make the Maggie. So I quickly, 2 minutes Maggie, right, exactly. So that's what I do for her that time. And that's when I realized, it's not going to go for long. I need to learn each and everything that I had never done in my life. That was the biggest shift from knowing nothing to doing everything, watching YouTube videos, learning from tutorials, watching cooking shows, learning about health and fitness of kids and pregnant wife. So that was the biggest shift moment for my life.
Again, what identity shift changed you the most?
Wow, I in the process of this, I actually learned when it's about shifting of identity. The moment when I am in office, I was a CEO. So my identity of a CEO holds me to a space and my role became that. The moment I entered my home, I became a father and my identity of a father is holding me the responsibility of kids and other things. At that particular point of time, it was only role of father, a full-time stay-at-home father. So I am taking care of the role of a father and somehow also taking care of the role of a mother as well. Because the care, the caregiving, homemaker, father, yeah. So I have to take both the roles at the same time. That was the biggest shift, I believe, in my identity.
What emotional habit did you have to break first?
Being a parent, I never thought that, I was not very patient in doing the things. When we are in corporate, we need results, right? We need numbers. We need deadlines to meet. We have clients to satisfy. At home, your client is your baby and she's never satisfied. They want anything.
Right. Exactly right.
Right? Yeah. They want anything and everything at any given point of time. Demand keeps on changing. So one best thing that I learned during this process was to hold my patience. or to hold myself from not being aggressively angry, or not, because in a job of CEO, you have people to delegate the work. Here you are holding everything by yourself. Doing everything by yourself and being patient, not losing. So that was the emotional habit that I completely changed.
What is the biggest emotional gap you see in families nowadays? Emotional gap.
What I actually learned over this period of time, because while I was in the process of being my fatherhood, I actually learned a lot of things because I have a lot of time in terms of I'm not going for a job, I'm taking care of kids. So I still have a lot of time that I can give to myself. So I start learning a lot of things from best of the best coaches of the world. I invest in my learning, which I never did before. My only focus previously as a CEO was just to get the business, get the work done. But this phase, I did a lot of learning for myself. I understand when a boyfriend, girlfriend, they became husband, wife, dynamics changes. And when they became parents, when they became family now, the complete family dynamic changes. Now, the central point is the kids, and the emotional connection between the mom and dad started losing. And over a period of time, if you're not consciously taking care of that, if you're not learning the skills of relationships, how to deal in the communication, how to resolve the conflicts, how to give a feedback to your partner, if you're not learning these kind of skills, the emotional connections start deviating from the place. And now we are talking for kids, for responsibilities, not talking about what we are feeling, what we are going through, what is happening.
Tell me again, if this is the family we talk, say 2 children, 3 children, husband, wife, and then their parents or in-laws together, then the things are different?
Entirely different.
Entirely different.
Because at that beginning point of time, you are all surrounded by the responsibilities only. First thing, you don't have time to vacate yourself. A lot of things are going on around. A lot of things are there in the mind. A lot of emotion you are holding because now you are an entire family. You have kids, you have elders. You want to show your kids how to treat with the elders. At a lot of point of time, you are not even agreeing to what elders are saying, but you don't want to create a scene. You want to maintain the harmony in the family. So you have to hold your emotions in yourself. That is okay. But holding the emotion is not the solution. Processing the emotion is. But the challenge is, we as an individual are not trained to process the emotions, and neither we have learned these skills. So the holding of the emotions slowly and steadily became physical diseases, or it became so much overpowering our brain. It starts with an overthinking, stress, anxiety, fear, phobia, panics. All those things are just a symptom of all those emotions we are holding for so long.
How can the parents reconnect when they feel drained from what they're doing?
Wow. Specifically, so when we moved to Canada, we've seen people are so much busy in their autopilot life. Mm-hmm. They are morning 8 o'clock this, 9 o'clock this, 4 o'clock come back this, 8 o'clock this. Everything is so scheduled, which is good, but they are living a life box to box. They are box 4 o'clock is this, 9 o'clock is this, mechanical life, right? Problem is, they are in so much autopilot that they don't have a time to sit down and think that they even need to break this pattern. They are living a life of pattern. If this happens, this will happen. If this happens, this will happen, and so on. So, what I understand is, if they just sit with themselves for some time, and then they invest in their self as a time and money on themselves for learning the skills that help them lead the life, not learning because it will make them more money, not for something that can make them more happy. It's something that they need to invest on themselves so that they know how to lead the life and make them happy. That is something that they need to do. Urgently, very urgently.
And right now there's a big gap between the people and what they want.
True.
What is one's daily practice that changes a life, home's energy?
I think as a human, the brain, all the human brains work in a specific way. Those people who do things differently have trained their brains to think differently. They think differently, so they act differently. They act differently, so they get the results differently. Right? So one thing that they should definitely do is they should be taking care of their brain. They should at least know how it is working, how I can change what is not serving me, and then they can practice that. Simple example, as a human, first reaction of anything happening is to blame someone outside. Right? There's a very natural process of human brain. If something wrong happened, it's because of that person, it's because of that thing, it's because of that situation. If nothing is tangible, they always have the non-tangible things to blame. God, luck, timing. Right? Kisi ko bhi. I mean, the human first thing he'll find whom I can blame. Right? So if they just came out of this frame only, by practicing everyday ritual of, generally what I do is I have a tracker, a sheet, where I write all those events happened with me in a day, and did I blame someone else for this, or did I take the charge to make that thing happen better? So did I take an action to solve it, or I just blame it and sit down? So every day I track this thing. Slowly and steadily, now my brain automatically start taking the responsibility of what has happened. When I say responsibility, I'm not taking the responsibility of what has happened is because of me. I'm taking the responsibility to solve it or to make it better. Some mess happened, it's okay. Now my child came up, he dropped the cup and the coffee spills on the floor. Now I'm not blaming him, you did it. What I'm trying, it has happened now. The mess has been made. How can I make the situation better? I can clean it. I can calmly explain him this, make it better next time. If you need help, please come to me. This shift only and this practice only make me from reactive to responding. So now I don't react immediately by a spilled cup. I respond calmly. That one practice is very powerful.
Important. Very simple thing, but
very powerful.
How did being a CEO prepare you for fatherhood?
Wow.
CEO to a fatherhood.
An entirely different journey, entirely different. Wow. I was a boss there. When I was a CEO, I just need to command people, do this, has to be done. If not done, why not? Here, as a father, I'm in charge of everything, but I don't have control on the results or what is happening.
Yeah.
Right? So one thing, that one personality trait I'll say I picked from the CEO job role is to be persistent. Keep doing. You will make it someday. No problem. Keep trying, you'll make it someday. So as a CEO as well, when I start my company, we start with 2 people. That we go to team of 30 people. We start with our drawing room in our home. We build offices in almost 18 states of India.
Oh, wow.
And I was fortunate to travel 22 countries delivering projects to my clients. And then back to square zero. But what I learned is keep doing. You have done the business as well, you'll take care of this as well. That was great.
My God. Very difficult, very difficult. Very difficult to change such a job and come to fatherhood and home and emotional. Is emotional intelligence the new leadership superpower?
Undoubtedly. I even learned these things from these years of experience. Generally, in education system, we are focused more towards IQ. How our children should look intelligent, or how should they be intelligent? how fast they can solve the problem of maths, science, or subjectives, right? How good they are when it comes to get good marks, right? How good they are when they're doing extracurricular activities, but never taught how he or she deals with the situation which is throwing upon them from the outside world.
Yeah.
A lot of children these days getting bullied in schools, they don't know how to deal with the situation.
Big problem today.
Biggest problem, right? They are listening a lot of things from a lot of people. They don't know how to cope with that emotional challenge they have faced.
Yeah.
Parents don't have time or don't have the emotional space to listen to what is happening to them as well. They themselves are so overwhelmed. Even if the child is telling them something, they try to listen, try to understand. They may not have the right answer to give to them. They may give to them, not tested and tried, whether it will work or not. So overall, if we see, there's a very big gap of emotional intelligence. Neither the parents had it, they've not learned it, right? They might be emotionally strong, they may not react immediately, but they might not know how to process the emotions that they have received. Neither they are able to teach this to their kids, and the gap is increasing. That's why we see a lot of mental concerns these days, stress these days, anxiety these days. Problems are still the same, right? Problems will always be remain. You are the center point. Now, all the situations are being thrown up to you. Something in job, something in house, something maybe in career, maybe in health. Situations will keep on throwing upon us. Problem is not situations that are coming to us. Problem is how we deal with the situation. That will define our suffering. So those people who have reached to a highest level of leadership may not be intelligent in IQ to deal with, but they are definitely intelligent emotionally. They know how to, situations are thrown upon them. They know how to deal with the emotions so that they don't crash.
Yeah, this is a big problem. I do not know. I personally know a few things about children, small kids getting bullied, but I did not see a solution for them. I did not see. Even the teachers, when the mother goes, there is no solution. Nothing is done. So something, maybe you are somebody who can lead that and do something good.
Very true. So that's the real motive. First, I want to train, that's for the moms and dads.
I understand you are writing a book or written a book. What is the name? Fulfilled Mom. What is that? Woman and plus self.
Right.
How did you get inspiration for that?
Wow, that's the touching story. Very nice.
And when is that coming up?
Wow, perfect. So, my journey of parenthood, my daughter is 9 years old now, the elder one. So, out of 9 years, for first 4 years, I was typically a dad. CEO, working full time, less time for kids. Even if I'm sitting with the kids, my daughter, I may not be present fully with her. My mind is in work, but I'm physically with her. And now she is trying to tell me something, I may not be responding the way she wanted to. I may not be fully energetically playing with her because my mind is already very drained in office, right? Later on, I feel guilt of not being present with her. From her 4 years to 9 years, when I was a stay-at-home dad, I was entirely a mom in the house, giving full time to kids, her extra classes, her birthday parties, her fancy dress competitions, tying her hairs every day morning, sending to school, parent-teacher meetings. So all those small things that I have done by myself. So I've lived the life of mom that time. So I not only these are upper surface things that I've done, but all the emotional challenges that a mother faced during this journey, I was fortunate enough to live those challenges. So when I see how a mother has to go through so much frustration within because she wanted to grow in her career as well. Yeah. Her worth is, for women specifically, her worth is what she is doing in her career. Because generally housewives are not respected over the years.
Housewife, yeah.
Right? Because she is just a housewife. because her job is not paid. Although it's overtime job,
She's doing 24 hours.
24 hours, right? But she's not been respected, not been paid. So now the shift is towards, if they're good in career, they'll get good respect. They'll be more worthy. Now with the kids, she's not able to deal with those situations. And she's so messed up from within. She's doing everything from our side, but she's so much miserable from within. The emotionally overwhelmed, overthinking, burnout, everything. So I was able to live those moments because I was a CEO, come to the home and now completely home. I got disconnected from the world. No one is asking where is Kapil. No one cares about this. The career is finished. So when I leave those moments, and to get the solution of those moments, I get coaching training from all the people, and then I start learning myself, start implementing on myself. Then I decided this problem occurs everywhere around the world. Specifically when I came to Canada, I meet people here, I meet moms here, and I get to know the challenges are still the same for them as well.
Same challenges.
Exactly, which I was not expecting, but then I see everyone faces the same challenge. So this book is all about the challenges that moms face, how to deal with the challenges, how to come over those things, so that you don't just live a life of a mother, you live a fulfilled motherhood, being a woman that you are already, plus working on your own self. So you distribute the love, and before distributing, you accumulate the love for yourself. So that's why fulfilled mother equal to women plus self.
What do you want every mom to feel after reading the book?
First, she should feel that's me. A man who has written a book on mothers or women, that's my life. I can totally relate to what he's trying to say. I've lived this life, or I'm still living this life. Second, since they can relate to what they are going through, then they're more focused on the solutions that I've given in them, that worked for me, that I've learned from the best of the best coaches of the world, investing thousands of dollars, accumulating a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of intention, accumulating knowledge from multiple sources, multiple coaches, and combined together in a book.
In one book, yeah.
So they don't just relate, they learn those things, implement those things in life, so they feel the role of mother being fulfilled, rather than just surviving their motherhood. And later in the life saying, बच्चे कब बड़े होगा पता ही नहीं लगा.
That's absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct. What makes a human strong?
I think his capability to deal with the emotions that are throwing on them makes him really strong, because first, once emotions are thrown upon them, he knows how to deal with this. Now, dealing of this is two things. He can deal it with this positively or negatively. For simple example, there was a couple who got breakup, right? Now, after that, the two options, two things. First, I'm talking about the boy here. Now he can go to substance abuse, he can drink alcohol, he can get into drugs, like we saw in the movies mostly, right? He can go toward that side and can ruin his life. That's one way of dealing with the situation. Second, now he's to come over that, he took help from the mentors. He get in the right direction. He started working out more harder. He started writing something. He started following his passion. Maybe he was into building his dream company, right? Maybe he wants to build his body in a way that world will see him, to build his career, something on that lines. So once he decided to go on that particular line, that is giving him a positive direction, he is unstoppable. So situation for him is same, but his coping mechanism, the way he deals with the situation, is different. So when the dealing is different, the results is different. Now we have seen both the cases in the society, right?
Yeah.
Someone is going this way, someone is going that way. So how mechanism works is, first something will be triggered. Something outside world is happening, and something will trigger you from inside. Once you're triggered, it will create an emotional state. Can be positive, can be negative. Negative could be, I'm very angry watching this. I'm frustrated watching this. I'm too stressed watching this. Or I can see an opportunity in this. It could be improved. There could be something better. Some state has been produced. That is okay with everyone. Now, after state, how you cope with the situation, cope with the state, is where the results define. So the loop is same for everyone, but results are different because coping is different. There's a very well known quote that I've learned: pain is not optional, but suffering is optional.
One thing I can definitely say, you'll be a very happy grandfather.
Wow.
Father, of course, but by the time you'll be much more experienced, and you'll be very happy.
Wow, thank you so
your
much.
kids will be happy, your grandkids will be happy. One message every parent needs to hear today. How should they go about it?
Let me tell you one thing very, very clearly. Parents, specifically moms, dads, specifically for you. If you really, all of us say we are here for the kids, we want to do something for the kids, we're accumulating a lot of wealth for the kids, so that when they want to do something in life, the wealth should not be a challenge. But one thing that I recommend all parents to do is first to learn and invest in yourself. To bring to yourself to a level where you are so strong emotionally so that you can pass it on to your next generation and the generation. Because your financial wealth will still have a limitation. Your emotional wealth don't have. The way we are reacting today is something that we have coped from the parents or from the people around. We have not learned to deal with this, we have copied this mechanism. Right? So being a parent of today, you are responsible to break this pattern, generate new pattern of yourself so that you can become more happy, more present with them, more available to them, guilt-free, stress-free, overthinking-free, and they will be more than happy because that's what they want first, rather than your wealth. We are trying to compensate the things with ourselves, but that's not going to help them for a long time. If you're doing this, not only you're creating wealth for your kids, but you're creating a long-lasting, beautiful relationship with the spouse, partners, and the family as well. And that's going to go for long. That's long, and for generations. You will learn this, your kids will learn this by just seeing you, and this will go on and on. So that's one thing.
Thank you. And Kapil, thank you for coming here for the show and sharing your journey and stories and your mission. Thank you for listening. Keep your chai warm, hearts open, and your emotions alive. Thank you, Kapil.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.